Question number 4th. The adjoining pie chart, that is pie chart over here, gives the marks scored in an examination by a student in Hindi, English, Mathematics, Social Science and Science. So with this statement, we come to know that we are talking about only a single child, and various marks that he scored in different 5 subjects, namely Mathematics, Social Science, Science, Hindi, English. Those values are represented in terms of degrees. Remember, this time it is not marks provided to us, it is degrees provided to us. If the total marks obtained by the students were, it should be student because we are talking about student. So it is a misprint over here. So we read, if the total marks obtained by the student is 540, answer the following questions. Remember, these marks are not maximum marks. That is, these marks are only that he obtained. Therefore, this time we need to equate the central angle, that is 360 degrees, equal to 540. And these different degree measures or sector angles measures provide us this partition of 540 marks based upon different 5 subjects. So this is the basic information that we get from this question. So using that, let's try to solve first part. In which subject did the student score 105 marks? And we are provided with the hint that 540 marks, the central angle is 360 degrees that we just discussed. That this complete 540 marks equates to complete central angle. So we need to simply find 105 marks and to whatever central angle it matches, that will be our required subject. It is simple. If you are not understanding it, watch it again with careful observation and do not cram it, always understand it in a practical way. So let's go with the solution part. We just discussed that he totally scored 540 marks, which is equal to complete central angle, that is equal to 360 degrees. And we are just provided the distribution of 540 marks for different subjects. Now the flow moves like this. We need to find what we are asked for. We are asked for marks. So we must perform a unitary method based upon marks. See, there are 2 approaches to perform unitary method. Either you can perform on marks or on degrees, because these both are equating, so you can perform unitary method on 2 different things, marks or degrees. But we need to find marks. Therefore, we will perform unitary method on marks. So this is the basic concept that one must know, so that they must not deviate from their aim of finding the correct thing. So how we will perform unitary method on marks? Simply we need to get rid of this value. How we can get rid of this value? If we divide both sides with 540, you know very well, if we will divide both sides, that will not change the value. That is beauty of fractions. So let's divide both sides with 540. So the same has been done over here. Now we can cancel it. On left hand side, we will be left with 1 mark. So we wrote mark because 1 is a singular form, so marks will be inappropriate to write. So 1 mark equals to, now do not say that you have changed it, it is just an English format of things. So 1 mark will be equal to 360 degrees over 540. Let's not solve it over here because we are not done yet, although we can go in performing it in a simplified form, but let's avoid it over here because we have a cancelling opportunity in the following subsequent steps. Now this is for 1 mark. We got the value for 1 mark. That is, we performed unitary method on mark. If you would have performed it on degree measure, that is dividing both sides with 360, then you would have deviated from your aim, because we need to find in terms of marks. Now it is simple. 1 mark means this much fraction. So 105 marks would mean simply multiplying both sides with 105 marks. Again, this will not change our value. So multiplying left hand side with 105 marks, again we are writing marks because now it is plural. So this is just a representation, although units are not changing over here. So this thing as it is, so we wrote 360 degrees over 540. It is getting multiplied with 105 because we are multiplying on both sides. We are going in depth to make you it understand for your lifetime, not to just for this exams or for the passing purpose only. These things help for your life. Now let's simplify it. We have shown different color codes in order to show the different steps of cancelling. So 0, 0 gets cancelled out. So we've shown it with different color. Now let's simplify 36 over 54. 2 1s are 2, 2 8s are 16. So 18 2s are 36. Simple. Again over here, 2 2s are 4, 1 is remainder, it becomes 14. So 2 7s are 14. Further, 18 and 27 are divisible with 3. So 3 6 are 18 and 3 9s are 27. Again, 6 and 9 are further reducible with 3. So 3 2s are 6 and 3 3s are 9. Now 2 and 3 are simplified, we cannot further reduce it. But over here we can reduce it since it is getting multiplied, that is, it is in denominator and we have 105 on numerator. It is looking complicated, but it is not when you will actually perform it. So 1 3 is a 3, again 3 3 is a 9, and we have one remainder, it becomes 15. So 3 5s are 15. So always try to break it in simplest form, never complicate it. If you are fluent enough in simplifying, with practice you can directly go in cancellation process. So what is it? We have in numerator 2 is getting multiplied with 35, numerator we have made it as 1. So 105 marks equates to 70, and we were talking about degrees, as you can see. So we got 70 degrees, and let's match it. Well, we can clearly see it. 70 degrees is for Hindi subject, and that is what the question was asking. It was saying in which subject did the student score 105? Well, we indirectly found that it is Hindi, and that is our required answer. So we can say 105 equals to 70 degrees. That also equates to Hindi subject. So with this, our first part is solved. It was easy, just you have to understand it practically. Number second, how many more marks were obtained by students in mathematics than in Hindi? Well, here is the difference question. We need to find difference in the marks of maths and Hindi. So clearly we can see in maths he got more marks than Hindi. Well, the beauty of proportions is this. Since we are talking about proportion, these alls are proportion with respect to complete marks. Therefore, we can directly subtract 90 and 70 degrees. So the remaining will be 20 degrees. The same has been shown over here. The mathematics marks we know 90 degrees. So the same has been written over here. Hindi marks we know 70 degrees. And the question is asking how many more marks. That is simply a difference problem. So these are linear equations statement questions over here that I used in pie charts as well. So more marks were simply subtraction of 90 degrees from 70 degrees, that is equal to 20 degrees. We need to find the value of 20 degrees that will indirectly give us more marks that he scored in mathematics as compared to Hindi. Now we again have to use our unitary method. This time we are dealing in degrees, therefore we need to use unitary method on degrees. That is what we talked about in detail in this first part. So always choose the path correctly, else you are deviated from your aim. So we know 540 marks equates to 360 degrees. Again, the same thing that we used over here, because this is the whole basic information that we have in this question. He attained 540 marks, which is equal to this complete central angle. Now we need to find the value of 1 degrees, then only we will be able to find value of 20 degrees. We need to get rid of this 360 degrees on right hand side, therefore we divide on both sides with 360 degrees. So the same has been shown in this box. This has been highlighted because we are emphasizing on this that we are getting rid of degrees this time. So when you cancel it out, you are left with 1 degree. Therefore, the same has been shown as equal to 1 degrees. That is, this value equates to 1 degrees. Again, we are not solving over here because we have a further cancelling when we will multiply it with 20 degrees, because ultimately we need to find value of 20 degrees. Now we shall multiply on both sides with 20 degrees. So the same has been done over here. 20 is getting multiplied with this 1 degrees. So it is 20 itself. That equates to this 540 marks over 360 as it is getting multiplied with 20, because we are balancing on both sides. Now it is just a simplification. So we can cancel 0 with 0. The same has been shown with the green color. And this 2 with 36 as 1 2 is a 2, 18 2 is a 36. Now we are left with 540 over 18. We can directly cancel with 18. 1 18 is a 18, 18 3 is a 54, and 0 as it is. And the value of 20 degrees came out as 30. And we are talking about marks, therefore 20 degrees equal to 30 marks. Therefore, 30 marks more he got in mathematics as compared to Hindi. That completes our second part. Third part, examine whether the sum of marks obtained in social science and mathematics is more than that in science and Hindi. We will just write whatever is provided to us. So social science plus mathematics. It says social science plus mathematics. So we have its value over here. Social science and mathematics, just add them up. 90 plus 65 gives you 155 degrees. Also, it is asking it to equate with science and Hindi. So we have science and Hindi as 80 plus 70 degrees, which is 150 degrees. Clearly, you can see the first set of subjects is having greater degree measure, therefore sector angle will be greater. Therefore 155 degrees is greater as compared to 150 degrees. Therefore we can say yes, because it was asking true and false, and we found it with just studying the central angle. Well, that was easy one. That completes third. With this, our fourth question has been solved.